to a story you will only see on ARC Maine. It's a tradition that spans 2 decades now in southern Maine. It is the Cans for a Cure event.
Yeah, the dynamic morning duo of Jeff Parsons, Lori Voornas from WHOM Radio have been collecting money and cans for breast cancer research together now for their 22nd year. Let's head on over to the Can Central. That's the parking lot at the Maine Mall in South Portland, live with Lori Voornas. Lori, can you believe this has been going on this long?
Nope. I sure can. It's an incredible journey, and I get kind of emotional about it. I mean, I lost my mom. It's the 10th anniversary of my mom passing from breast cancer. Here's the wind making crunchy sounds. And so this took on a whole new meaning for me about 10 years ago. It was always important to me, but it took on a whole new meaning, and it's kind of really incredible that so many people are involved in Cans for a Cure. And thank you for coming out here and giving us a little plug. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it is an emotional time for so many people who've been touched by this horrible disease. Can you talk more about the history of this event, how it got started?
You know, it started 22 years ago with we wanted to bring breast cancer awareness, you know, for women to do their self breast exams and just an awareness type of thing. But we raised $750 that year, and we thought, oh, maybe we should raise money. And the Maine Cancer Foundation was a great partner and has been for 22 years. And we know that money can help so many people, especially for the Maine Cancer Foundation. Some donations will go to getting patients to their treatment, because when you get into rural areas, and Maine Cancer Foundation hits all 16 counties, you know, it's hard to get to an appointment sometimes. So this money is so helpful. And so we started, you know, going through things where we could raise money, and everybody has returnables. That's why we started doing Cans for a Cure.
And Laura, talk about the event and how people can help out, and where exactly you're located and how long it lasts.
We are in a parking lot at the Maine Mall, right on the Jordan's Furniture sign, right by Hannaford, Panera Bread, that corner. And we are here until Friday morning at 10 a.m. We live here thanks to a trailer provided by Camping World. That's our home, away from home for the next 3 days. And you can donate by coming down here yourself. If you can't make it, I totally get it. There are donation lines on our website at 949hom.com. You can call 207-800-3990. That's our can line. And I go around in a big giant, I don't know if you can whip around, don't worry about it. It's a big box truck, and I go and I drive it around like a crazy person, and I go and I pick up bottles and cans, and I'm dragging Renee from Clink with me so she can get a first-hand account of just how nutty this gets.
Oh, I love to hear it. And we do want to emphasize, for people taking part, 100% of the money raised stays right here in Maine. How important is that for you guys?
It's so important, and I have a goal in my head of what I want to hit. You know, we kind of got rid of goals after COVID because it was COVID, but I'd really love to hit this number. And we've got an amazing first start thanks to Oxford Casino Hotel, who gave us over $41,000. We're at about $55,000 to start day one of Cans for a Cure.
Laura, you talked about your story with breast cancer. Talk about your co-host Jeff Parsons, of course, back in 2011. You know, he got diagnosed as well, and how this has taken on special meaning for him too.
It not only that, but his mom also passed from cancer, lung cancer. I mean, the sad part about cancer is you can't find somebody who hasn't been affected. In October, obviously, we focus on breast cancer, but the Maine Cancer Foundation just focuses on cancer, period, and doing what we can to prevent it, treat it, and take care of those that have it and the families. Because this isn't, when you're diagnosed with cancer, it's not just a you diagnosis, it's an everybody you know diagnosis. It affects everybody. So it's a really terrible thing, and we just want to help.
How successful has this event been over the past, 20 years plus? I know you have a goal this year. You're not kind of revealing it necessarily, maybe, but just over the span of several decades, how many cans, how much money have you raised?
we're close to, this year should kick us over $500,000 for the Maine Cancer Foundation.
Wow.
Not bad for a radio station, huh?
Not bad at all.
And you know what? Here's the deal, too. You guys put so much effort into this, and you're live on the air on WHOM 94.9. It's fun for you guys, too. I've been out there a couple of times with you guys. So many people stopping by, so many people taking part of this. It really is a community event.
Oh, 100%. We're just the loudmouths on the radio, but it's everybody that makes this happen. It's every single donation that brings us to these totals of $500,000 over the past 22 years for the Maine Cancer Foundation. I mean, it's really, whoever said it takes a village, I think it was Clinton. Wow, nail on the head. Head on the nail? Nail on the head.
You nailed it. You nailed it. Lori, thank you so
Nailed
much.
it.
Best of luck.
Thanks, guys.
Stay warm.
Appreciate
I know
it.
it's windy out there, but it'll be great.
Yeah, cold. And
Just a little.
Just a little.
Yeah, it'll be cold tonight, Lori, but they're staying in that nice warm trailer,
Yes.
by the way. Yeah. So, hey, by the way, we're going to talk to Lori and maybe Jeff a little bit later this morning, and also let you know, right around 10:15 this morning on Arc Maine, I'll let you know about the special guest who'll be showing up tonight at that Cancer for a Cure event to present a check. So, Lori, thank you. Get back to work.
I will. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much, you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, to a story you'll only see on Arc Maine, we're heading back out to the Maine Mall in South Portland with more on Cans for a Cure.
We are joined by the Executive Director of the Maine Cancer Foundation, Ray Ruby. Good morning, Ray. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, everyone.
So first of all, can you tell us more about Cans for a Cure and what you're hoping to achieve with this event?
Yeah, I think, we're always trying to raise a lot of money to put it back into work around the state. But sometimes what we forget is that, covers like this morning and being able to talk about this event and talk about breast cancer awareness and just screenings in general for all cancers is a huge win. It's just, somebody could be watching this morning who might have been putting off a doctor's appointment or something they felt was not right going on in their body, and they hear this or see what's going on today. And it's not just getting them to make a donation, but most importantly, getting themselves checked.
This, of course, is spearheaded by Jeff Parsons and Lori Voornas over at WHOM Radio 94.9. I mean, they've been doing this for 22 years now. Talk about just the outpouring of support from the community to help make this such a huge event and a huge success.
Well, you nailed it with the word community. Lori's driving around the state right now. She's up in Lewis and Auburn picking up some cans, longtime supporters. There's hugs, lots of hugs that take place for 3 days. I just saw some folks walking in right now who come every single year to check on us, drop off food. I mean, when those two are camping out here for 3 days, people can't help but just, the outpouring and love and support for them is huge. And they're just so dedicated. And, we can't do our work without the right partners. And having, Jeff and Lori by our side has made our organization stronger and our work much more impactful.
How are donations going today? We see some behind you, which is great to see. Where do we stand and how much are you hoping to raise?
Yeah, so the bottles and cans are being dropped off as we speak. There's going to be a truckload of them that come tomorrow. We hope to fill this entire trailer by Friday and start working on a whole nother one, thanks to our friends at Clink. But right now we have a total, I can give you an accurate total of $56,000 has already been raised this morning on day one of Cans for a Cure. And we got a ways to go, but it's a heck of a start on day one.
Well, you're going to get some more money between 5 and 6 o'clock tonight, courtesy of a special guest. Why don't you cue in our viewers right now who's going to be coming out there. And if the folks would like to come by, maybe take a selfie, get an interview, and everything when they make this check presentation.
Yeah, I mean, Maine's Julia Gagnon, she is just, I got to see her perform on Saturday night with my family up in Bangor. And I think my wife and I, and even my daughters, just were shaking our heads over and over and over again in disbelief and how talented and how amazing she is. So she's going to be here tonight. Julia will be here tonight to meet and greet with folks. But gosh, I always say we're all very proud, all of us, to live here in Maine. But she's making our state shine a little bit brighter these days because she really is I know we talk, she's chasing to be American Idol, but she's a role model for my daughters and for so many around the state. So she's raising money for us as well and combining forces with Cans. It's just, again, folks teaming up who've just have had enough of this terrible disease and how it's affected their personal lives, because it's personal for all of us. And they're just wanting to make a difference. So I'm so excited to see her tonight at 5 o'clock, to give her a big hug and thank her again for such an amazing performance she put on this past Saturday night in Bangor in front of a packed crowd, again, to benefit our organization and Cans for a Cure.
Yeah, she is so talented and has been so involved in so many community events, which is wonderful to see. And why would you encourage people to come out for Cans for a Cure, and how can they do that and help?
Well, it's the same conversations I had with Julia a while back, is that I asked her, I said, what is it like to go around Maine and perform at these concerts, whether it's in Ellsworth or Skowhegan or you name it in Maine? And she's like, oh, it's just been so amazing to spend time in these communities. And when we teamed up, with Lori and Jeff, it's the same thing. Is that we all love so many parts of Maine, not just where we happen to reside at this time, where we went to school, where we have camp, where we spend our time, where our loved ones still live. And when you donate to this event, you're helping all of them. In all 16 counties, the money raised for Cans for a Cure gets invested back in all parts of Maine, helping all folks across Maine. And that means a lot to folks that are helping put on this event. And I know for folks who are watching right now who want to make a difference, you can come down and drop your cans off. You can make a check, donation. We take credit cards, you name it. But the more we raise, the more we can do. And right now we have big plans.
And again, 100% of all the money donated stays right here in Maine. Ray, thank you so much for your time, and good luck all the way through Friday.
Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you having me on today and spreading the news.
Thanks again.